something else, man. Oh, police. Come. V10 twin turbos are on another level, I'm telling you. Such a nice clean graph, look at that. That has to be the most best sounding car I've ever driven in my whole life. Oh my days. Building the UK's first Audi R8 V10 twin turbo Spyder. Yeah, it's going to be a mad one. Imagine the roof down, bumpers off, and twin turbos attached to the back. It's going to be crazy. And just to top that off, putting it next to my Huracan Performante with twin turbos and hitting the roads. Just imagine that. Well, we're going to be doing that. To start off with, let's look at our kit over here and what we're going to be installing. This is the Boost Logic twin turbo kit from Texas, USA. Here we've got a pair of Garrett intercoolers, tile dump valves, and here we have the Garrett GTX 3582 turbochargers, which are good for 1700 wheel horsepower. And of course, you got the titanium exhaust system. We're going to be running this on pump fuel, which you're going to see around 1000 bhp. I can't wait to get started, so let's get this bumper off and let's get cracking. So the first thing to do is remove the back bumper of the R8 to expose the exhaust system and the airboxes on top. We're going to be replacing those, of course, with the titanium setup and of course the intercoolers instead of the airboxes. Let's get cracking. So we've got the bumper and the rear of the R8 now removed, the hood and the convertible stuff out the way. What we're going to do is fit a custom bracket over here to install the turbochargers. They sit around this area. So both turbos are going to go here, and then the exhaust sits right in the middle, and then the intercoolers, which are going to sit around here. Both intercoolers there. And then what we're going to do is run the lines. So you got the coolant lines and the oil lines, which go underneath the car to the oil pump, and then you got one for the water pump going right to the front of the R8, which is basically the boot of the R8 in short. So usually on the R8 V10s, the catalysts sit inside the headers on both sides, and what you do normally is remove the back bumper, you get a large drill, put it through there, and just drill out the catalyst content. So remember, this R8, we've done an engine build on it. So while the engine was all out, we just thought it's much easier and better to do it while it's out. So right now, it's straight through pipes, all the fumes are coming straight out. We can now just focus on fitting the turbo kit on, and it should be a straightforward install. Right, we now have the Audi R8 strapped to the dyno and we're ready to do some bass logs. It's going to be crazy, guys, man. At the moment, this car, we're going to run it on spring pressure. Now what that means is the spring that's in the wastegate. That's the maximum boost that we can run. The spring we have in there is 6 psi, and you can never run more boost than that. You got to know the Audi R8 and the Huracans don't come with twin turbos from factory. Therefore, the ECU, you cannot adjust the boost. So on the base setup on a stage 1, you can only do by the spring. When you go standalone ECUs like Motec, then you have the option to adjust the boost. Check out this crazy setup. This is gonna sound absolutely nuts. Titanium exhaust, Garrett GTX 35 turbos, tile dump valves. You know this is gonna sound mad. Now imagine roof down and turbo spooling away. Oh my God. That's gonna make for a unique experience. Question is, bumper off or bumper on? We got police coming. Let's crack on with some tuning and we'll take it from there. Go start, yeah? got the base map loaded up. Let's get the car warmed up, do a hit, and let's see what she makes. That one sounds absolutely mad. Look at this car, man. I got no space. The Spyder is so restricted. Oh my days. Guess what we just made on the dyno? Check it out, guys. 814 wheel horsepower. That is mad. Let me just do that conversion. 1 second. So 815, we'll calculate a 15% loss because it's 4-wheel drive. 958 bhp. That's mad. That's sick.
Come on.
Yes, man. Just gonna do a few calibrations. Let's up the. Oh yeah. Nah, cut it. I was gonna say up the boost. Just gonna make a few adjustments on the map, and then we go again. We just made more power. 825 wheel horsepower. Good power, isn't it? That's good, man. That's good. It's gonna be more near 1,000 now. 970 bhp. Should we push it? Try go for that 1,000 number? Why not? Look at that graph, guys. Such a nice clean graph. Look at that. The area under the graph is what we're looking for. So we've got a bit of heat soak now. As the car gets hotter and hotter on the dyno, as you can see, we're indoors, there's no natural airflow. The car will start doing heat soak and drop the power as we go. So at the moment, running 815, 820, this is where the car is going to live at on that spring. Now earlier on I mentioned wastegate pressure. So with the spring that we have, that's the maximum allowable boost we can let the car run until we change the spring or we go standalone ECU like Motec. So this here is our basic R8 setup. We're running just under 1000 bhp with a bolt-on turbo kit, and it's flying. Stock engine, stock transmission, no clutch upgrades, no engine upgrades, completely stock. Interesting fact, the V10 platform, that's the Audi R8 and the Huracan, can do 1600 horsepower on stock engine. Now how crazy is that? Show me another platform that can do that. That's why I say this is the king when it comes to tuning cars. We've done quite a few hits. I might just do a few more adjustments just to squeeze out a bit more power, because why not? The engine's capable of it. The only limitation we have now is the spring on the wastegate. Let's run it up, let's see how we get along. absolute blast on the dyno. Very happy with the results. We got at the end 825 wheel horsepower, which is an amazing result for a basic MG system like this. So when I say wheel horsepower, that is power to the wheels, and that is actual power that will be translated onto the road as well. None of that crank power, BHP stuff. We don't go by crank numbers over here, always by wheel horsepower. That's the real measurement of power that people should be using, especially in the UK. Everyone seems to go by BHP over here, I don't know why. Let's wrap it up on the dyno, let's go on the streets, get some cinematic shots in, and see how this car blasts on the road. Right guys, first drive in the Audi R8 Spyder twin turbo. How does it feel? We're about to find out. Bloody hell! Oh my god! You can hear the turbo spool up like crazy. It's currently like, what, 12 degrees? It's a bit cold. So we'll get the roof open and see how it sounds with the roof down. Oh my god, hear that turbo whistling away. Oh my days. Bloody hell, this is something else, man. V10 twin turbos are on another level, I'm telling you. It's like a go-kart, man. It's crazy. Bloody hell, man. I was feeling something else. Twin turbo, V10, and now the roof's down. We're about to experience this on a whole nother level. Let's jump in. Let's go. As you guys know, this is the first twin turbo Audi R8 Spyder in Europe. I dare say the world, but I've only seen one in USA so far. So I guess this makes it the second in the world and the first in Europe. Craziness. Oh my day, that's mad. Bumpers off, twin turbos exposed. What more could you want from a car? 1000 bhp, and that's just the entry level package. V10s are too much, man. That has to be the most best sounding car I've ever driven in my whole life. And the Hurricane, of course. I have to say, other than the exhaust system, which sounds absolutely crazy anyway, that turbo sound has to be one of the best sounding. Oh, police. Got it. Yo, police. I'm gonna have to go a bit light on the throttle now. Those crackle and pops as well. Man, they sound crazy. People are probably thinking, what we do with the roof open with like coats and jackets on. It's a bit of a funny look, but it's got to be done on a V10 twin turbo, man. Oh, I haven't even hit the A roads yet. Hold on, hold on. This is only down local roads. Bloody hell! Oh my days! That is on another level, man. On another flipping level. Bloody hell. I'm questioning myself why I didn't come to a V10 platform any sooner. It's crazy, man. It's nuts. I'll tell you what's even more crazier. When I bought this R8 1 year ago, I didn't have a Hurricane. And now, I've got two V10 twin turbos. Therefore, this one, I'm going to be selling to one of you guys. So if you're interested, is that demo DJ? Hear this. Craziness. man. What do we make on the dyno? Was it like 820 wheel horsepower? That's 1000 bhp on the engine and 820 to the wheels. Mad. Imagine, that's just the most entryest level we can get on a V10 platform. Like the most basic kit. Like this is just the start of it, like a stage 1, you call it, on other cars. You start putting clutches on this car and all the other madness, and you start becoming 1200, 1400 bhp, 2000 horsepower, and before you know it, you're heading north of 2500 horsepower. Absolutely nuts. We got police coming. That's a problem. That's what you're gonna have when you have a V10 twin turbo screaming away. Let's get out of here. I wonder how that sounds from outside. I'm outside already with the roof open. You know this car, like, it goes sideways, man, when you accelerate.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that, innit?
Yeah.
It's scary, man. Sideways in a 4-wheel drive car. That's what you call power. I could hear that turbo spool sound all day long.
Yeah,
I'm talking to the camera. So this R8 is our basic twin turbo package on the V10. So it features twin turbos, twin intercoolers, and it runs 1000 bhp, 820 wheel horsepower to be precise. Imagine stage 1 being 1000 bhp. What a platform. This has got to be one of the best platforms ever built. Stage 1, 1000 bhp, stock engine, stock transmission. Nothing such in this platform, man. I dare say the GTR. Not yet. If you're interested, we are selling this Audi R8 Spyder, the only Spyder in Europe with twin turbos, £115,000, and it's yours. A turnkey package that runs absolutely crazy. You'll have the only Spyder convertible, when I say Spyder it means convertible, R8 in whole of Europe, that's twin turbo running 1000 bhp. Certainly a one of one. We can arrange finance, you can do part exchange, or you can even buy it outright if you want. This car is ready to go. When I bought this R8, I didn't actually have a V10, and the plan was to build this package, but then I ended up buying a Huracan Performante. So I've decided to do all the twin turbo development on that car instead. So I have no use of this V10, so it's for one of you guys to take and enjoy.